This tutorial is going to explain how we round numbers to the nearest 100. Before learning to round to the nearest 100, pupils should be confident in rounding to the nearest 10. When rounding numbers to the nearest 100, we need to find out which multiple of 100 a number is closest to. So the multiples of 100, we're counting in hundreds: 100, 200, 300, 400, and so on, and past 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, and so on. When we round numbers to the nearest 10, we look to see whether the units are more or less than 5. But when we round to the nearest 100, we need to concentrate on the tens. So, in this number, 463, the tens value is 6, or 60. It may be easier to look at the tens and units together and see if it's more or less than 50. The golden rule. If the number in the tens column is more than 5, then the number will round to the multiple of 100 above. And if the number in the tens column is below 5, so 1, 2, 3 or 4, then the number will round to the multiple of 100 below. If you look at a scale from 100 to 200, effectively, any number between 100 and 149 is closer to 100 than to 200. Any number that is past the halfway point of 150 is closer to 200. Let's take this example. The number 462 is between 400 and 500. The tens number is 6, and 62 is more than 50, so 462 will round up to 500. Therefore, it is closer to 500 than 400. Let's look at a few more examples. 8 tens, or 80, is more than 5 tens, or 50, so we'll round up to 100. 328 is between 300 and 400. There are only 2 tens, and 28 is below 50, so 328 is closer to 300, and we'll round down. 791 is between 700 and 800. There are 9 tens, and 91 is more than 50, so it will round up to 800. The same rule still applies when using higher numbers, for example 4 or 5 digit numbers. The number 3,652, rounded to the nearest 100, we need to ignore the thousands, ignore the hundreds, and still concentrate on this tens column. 5 tens, or 52, is more than halfway, so the number is going to round up to 3,700. And the number 74,731, again, we just need to focus on the tens column and ignore the rest of the number. It makes no difference. So 74,731 is going to round down to 74,700. Learning to round numbers helps us to make rough approximations when we do not need to know exact amounts, but need to gain a close idea. For example, when dealing with large amounts of money or travelling long distances. It may also be useful when measuring carpet to fit a bedroom, for example.